What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're doing my thoughts Community Shield 2020 final. This is, as I said, the second episode of the My Thoughts series, so if you're enjoying it, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure to like, subscribe and share the video with everyone who you know likes football and has an interest in this sort of match. Quickly, let's just have a sort of match summary. 1-1 after 90 minutes, no extra time, the Community Shield. Arsenal win 5-4 on penalties. As you can see, these are the lineups. Arsenal playing 3-4-3 or whatever you want to call that. Liverpool playing 4-3-3. The players that have stars next to them here are essentially the star or poor performers from a team that I've signalled out that I'll go into more detail on later on in the video. So yeah, Arsenal 3-4-3. A couple of interesting selections, not to say the least. In goal, Martinez started over Elneny, so that's interesting. But we are now going to move on to Andy Robertson of Liverpool. I'd say he was their creative outlet for most of the game, whipped in quite a few dangerous balls down the left-hand side. That was where most of their play came through, and it wasn't Mane, I'd say it was mostly him. Put a few dangerous balls into the box. No one could get on the end of them though, for whatever reason. Mohamed Salah, quiet game for me, didn't really do much. I suppose the thing is he never really had a chance. Arsenal were never really open enough for him to be able to start running at players like we know he likes to. Obviously, a few top players always find a way to get themselves into a game, and today I just don't think Mo Salah was able to do that. So yeah, he's going to have to, step it up, maybe slightly adapt his game for the new season. We'll now go on to talk about Takumi Minamino, who I believe was Liverpool's best player as he came off the bench. Goal was a bit lucky, but overall he's quite lively. He has had a difficult start to life at Liverpool because they haven't really used their squad much. He hasn't really got much game time over, say, Firmino or even any of the front three where he can play. He looked better today, but this could be down to the fact that Liverpool changed from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1 when he came on, and that's just overall better formation to play against this Arsenal tactic. Now we move on to Ainsley Maitland-Niles in the shop window. Maybe, I don't know. He's obviously linked with Wolves, who have just sold Matt Doherty to Tottenham. I think it's always risky playing a player in a situation like this, but Maitland-Niles was great today. He was good going forward, kept Mo Salah quiet in defence, and overall, yeah, good, solid, passionate game from Ainsley. I think pretty much the epitome of Arsenal's performance today, or from all of the team. Now we'll move on to Mohamed Elneny. Could this be the start of a revival for him? Obviously, he only got put into the team because Arsenal have only been back from pre-season for 1 or 2 sessions, and Arteta essentially just had to find 11 players who are fit. Elneny was obviously one of them, and he's put in a good, hard-working, gritty, passionate performance in the centre of the park today. I think a lot of Arsenal fans have pretty much written him off once he'd gone out on loan to Galatasaray. They thought, yeah, that was it with him, but no, he's come back, and with Torreira being linked with a move back to Italy after not getting huge amounts of game time under Arteta last year, and a Ceballos loan extension not yet being discussed, it could be Mohamed Elneny's way back into the Arsenal fold. Now moving on to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Great striker, great game, lethal as usual, I think. He was always going to be a danger down the left when he was up against Nico Williams, who's very inexperienced. Maybe Liverpool, Klopp could have done something about that, maybe stuck Milner in there, I don't know, but he went with Williams, and I think Alba just had the beating of him for a lot of the game. The finish, nice ball out by Saka, nice little cut in past Williams, beautiful curved shot into the bottom corner. Alisson couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, good game from Alba there, but I'd say my man of the match would go to an Arsenal player, and that would be Mohamed Elneny. But now we move on to the managers. Mikel Arteta, has he got his big game tactics sorted? I think maybe so. He's played this 3-4-3, 5-3-2, 5-2-3, whatever you want to call it, against City, Chelsea and Liverpool, and every time they prevailed. And I'd say on the balance of play, they probably deserved it every time in terms of big chances, at least. He's got them defending deep, and they're defending well as a unit, and I think that sort of helps in terms of minimising mistakes from guys like Louise and Mustafi, who, if they were sort of playing out from the back or playing it around on the edge of their half, if they lost the ball there, it'd be bad. But now they're sort of in their box a lot of the time, so they have to clear it, and I think that really gets the best out of them. They've also been a good counter-attacking unit. They're quick, they're direct, they find their passes nicely, they're fairly clinical. This year for me, it's about if they can do that consistently in the big games and whether they can beat the smaller teams as well. Moving on to Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, no worries for me. He will be disappointed that Liverpool lost, but he won't be too disheartened because, especially now that the Community Shield is so early in the season, as I said, Arsenal only having 2 sessions, Liverpool only being back a couple of weeks, it's very hard to read into this sort of a match. But I would say he needs to start getting this Liverpool team back onto that pre-lockdown form, that pre-lockdown momentum, if they really want to put up a good fight for the title, because in the first half of the day and post-lockdown Premier League, they have looked a bit lacklustre at times. So yeah, Klopp is going to have to do something about that, and whether he thinks they were fit enough to be playing at their best in the Community Shield and they got fully beaten, or whether he thinks they were unfit and it was fine. Obviously we don't know that, so we'll have to see. Now, on to the final thoughts. Arsenal ran out deserved winners of this year's FA Community Shield, and along with the soon-to-be confirmed arrival of Gabriel Magalhaes, they look to be in a strong position for the opening day, and they're playing newly promoted Fulham at Craven Cottage, which I think should be a game that they will win. Now, so they should win that game at Craven Cottage, but it will definitely be hard for them. Now we move on to Liverpool. They were defeated in this year's Community Shield final, obviously, and as the losing team normally do, they'll just sort of count it as a good 90 minutes as part of their pre-season and move on. I think even with the addition of Kostas Simakis and the potential arrival of the recently crowned Champions League winner Thiago, I'm not sure whether they can play the squad game in order to defend their Premier League title. I'd say they've been very lucky with injuries so far. So yeah, don't know if they can do that. But that is going to be the video, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, etc. Tell me what sort of sporting events or whatever you want me to do another My Thoughts video on, or even another video. Maybe you want me to do some more ratings or something on a different team. Let me know down in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.